For me, everything really started back in high school. So today, I'm best known as the founder and CEO of Count Me In, which right now is a social entrepreneurship incubator. It's a movement of more than 10 million changemakers spread across 104 countries. We've had 30,000 projects we've initiated, contributed more than $2.7 billion to the global economy through service. It's nuts. And that whole journey started about 12 years ago as a high school project. And honestly, it was just a way for me to make friends. I was really lonely. We had just moved to a new community, and it turned into the pilot project, you could say, for what's known today as the Count Me In movement. So I've researched community leadership and human behavior around the world now across 5 continents. And a lot of that research has informed our programs at Count Me In and also informed a lot of the work that I do supporting Fortune 500 companies around the world. There was one particular experience I had in South Africa researching with Zulu tribes. So traditionally, a Zulu tribe will greet one another by gazing into each other's eyes in complete silence for 10 seconds. And after 10 seconds, the elder of the two will say, "Sawubona," which means "I see you," to which the younger responds, "Sikhona," which means "I am here." And "Sawubona" means "I really see you." It means I want to understand you, your needs, your wants, your joy, your sadness, your fear, your love. And I don't think I had ever been seen like that back at home. In Western culture, so many of us are caught up in the busyness of everyday life. We wear busyness like a badge of honor, and so many of us are too busy being busy to really recognize the humanity at the center of everything. It's about how can you open people's minds to see something differently? How can you help people see themselves and the world in a different way, to shift their perspective, to realize that they can attain something they previously perhaps thought was impossible or not an option, to help see a problem as more of an opportunity. So it's part inspirational, motivating people to keep going and to just thrive through change, uncertainty, or roadblocks, and also giving them some very specific, tangible strategies so they leave with new ideas of things they can actually do from that moment to be a stronger, in my case, a stronger community builder in their personal and professional life, how they can connect with other people more effectively, be a more powerful communicator, and have a more worldly perspective as they're going about their day-to-day life, so they can not only reach higher performance, but just have more fun in the process of their work. As Count Me In started to grow, and as we were starting to reach tens of thousands and then hundreds of thousands and now millions of people, my personal brand, my personal platform was also growing alongside it. And so I started to have to make decisions about what I was going to keep private, what I was going to make public. And one of the things that I struggled with a lot was being vocal about being gay and being part of the LGBTQ+ community on stage. It was a couple years ago when I decided one day, the day of a keynote, I was going to incorporate that into my talk just to make sure that I left the stage leaving that solid hint that I was gay. I was going to use a pronoun, I was going to say something just to make it clear that this is part of who I am. And about a year into this practice of being more public about who I was on stage, there was one incredible event I did. It was so much fun, and I got a call from my agent a day later, and I thought it was going to be a call just being like, "Hey, good job, the client's so happy," because they seem so happy. And I get this call, and my agent says, "Shane, I don't know how to tell you this, but let me just read you the email I got from the client yesterday." And the email said, "Shane hit the message out of the park. He hit all of our goals. We weren't aware he was gay, and for that reason, we would like to request a full refund because that's not aligned with our organization." For nearly 6 months after that, every single time I got on stage, I would physically shake and get deeply nervous when I knew I was getting to the part in my speech where I was going to disclose that I was gay. But you have to keep pushing yourself through that. When you know who you truly are, you need to be all the best parts of yourselves. And there are going to be people that reject that. There are going to be people that are scared of that don't understand it. And the more people that know you, the more you're going to experience that. But you can't let that suppress who you are. Really, regardless of what you want to do, you want to find a mentor. You want to find someone that can model that way, where you can kind of see someone that's been there and done that, and then find your own spin, your own flair. What you don't want to do necessarily is look at someone that's 10, 20, 50 years ahead of you. You want to find someone that's a year, maybe 2 years ahead of you, that can help show you the ropes, give you a couple things to look out for, give you some things to be aware of, Read all the books, attend all the events, go to all the workshops, and just soak in as much as you can. It doesn't matter how far or wide you search, community isn't something you can ever find. Community is something you have to create. And it's a choice you have to make when you wake up every single morning to be a community builder, to connect with people in ways that matter. I bet if you think right now of some of the best memories in your life, some of the best, just envision right now, just imagine, think back to at least 3 distinct memories of times that you were incredibly happy, times that were just incredible in your life. I guarantee you every single one of them involved other people. Always, of course. We can't experience that level of positive emotion without the connection to others.